Hello, hello. In case you noticed. Yeah, we were... Oh, my backgrounds are all messed up. I was moving files around on my computer. Anyway, whatever, it's black. Hello? Hot. My camera's like... Whatever. Wait. Calm down. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we were gonna play Viewfinder today. I bought it, and it wasn't going through, which never happens. It was like processing. And I was like, okay. So I canceled the order and bought it again. And it was like processing. So I did a little Googling, and it was like, this could take 10 days to resolve and get your order. It's like, what? So I waited. Yeah, we don't really have any focus today. I waited for the order. I don't own the game, so we can't play Viewfinder. I would have bought it, but like, it's not on sale anymore. I was buying it because it was on sale because of the awards or whatever. It was on sale, so I was getting it on sale. I'm not buying it full price, so Genshin it is. We can't do the Archon quest because I was gonna work on it on my own. Oh geez. I was gonna work on questing on my own before we work on the Archon quest on Monday. But I can bring you guys along instead. So we're gonna be working on the story quest that's over in what's it called? The story quest. Yeah, the one that has us stuck and we can't do the Archon quest because we gotta do the story quest first. That's what we're gonna be working on. But woo, Genshin! Yeah, I was like, well, it kind of sucks we can't play Viewfinder. But now we're playing Genshin. I started Lost Riches. Can I do any more? I can! No, I can't. Well, I can do this. I don't know if I have that area unlocked. Hold up. It has like a wall. A Trump wall. Sorry. I don't know where that is. Is that up here? I don't think. It's gotta be up here or something. It's the top. Okay, it's up here. Yeah, so I'll do that later. Available quests. Ooh. Buddy's playing with some paper. Oh yeah, I never claimed those. Gosh, what is the quest called? Let's just go to the top and be like, I want to do this. And it's gonna be like, oh wait, that's not what I wanted. Roses and musket. What? This? I need to do this? Wait, what? Yeah. It was Kokomi's quest that I had to do, I thought. Hold on, what? Prose Trail. I can't do that for some reason. Whoa, what Archon quest am I stuck on? Is it this one? Because then it wants me to do Roses and Musket, Act 1. Majors, I think they were actually correct. You have to do the Roses and Musket quest in order to do the Archon quest. Now anyways. Hello, Carlos! Are you listening to a book right now while streaming? So you want to know, don't you? Don't you want to know that it is, fuck. I was about to make up some sentences that would be from the book that I'm listening to right now. And I could not come up with anything. I'm not. That'd be very skilled. A lot of skill would go into that.
All right, this is the place.
Did the Archon quest before the event? Yeah, but the event came out afterward. So now the event is out. It's possibly, and the event will end as well. Well, at least right now, because I'm doing it right now. Right now, the musket event is in the way of doing the Archon quest. Sure, it wasn't free before, but it is now. That was a good attempt. Thank you. I tried. Buddy is not sleeping. He's not, because I came home like an hour ago. That's not, you have to do it first. It's a character involved in another quest thing. I don't think so. Is it? It's it didn't say that. All right, this is the place.
But
It didn't say that.
there's hardly anyone around here.
Oh, let's go Otto.
She's over there. The one with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
Oh, her! Paimon could tell there was something different about her. She seems kinda intimidating.
It literally said you have to do the
Please
Rose
wait
and
here
Musket
for a
event.
moment. I'll go fetch her. She's working now, so you might not want to get
Also,
in
I
her
got
way.
this.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading a novel?
It's a silly hula troll.
Just trust me.
Oh, alright, let's
Unless you want
see
the great
what
sword.
happens then.
What about it?
Chiori
Hello,
seems
Mijou.
person. She claims
Kind of forgot
just
about
to
this
be a
event, to be
fashion
honest. I
designer.
thought I was done with
She knows
it,
all these powerful people.
but I forgot I am not done with
The
it.
court of Fontaine isn't particularly tolerant of visitors
I was
from
planning on playing
overseas,
something else
so
today,
it
so I'm a
isn't
little
easy for a foreigner
disappointed,
to
but
promote their brand here.
it
Even
is what
more
it
so in the
is.
competitive world of fashion. Even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges.
Oh, it was?
So I can only imagine what Chiori has been
Maybe
through
I
to get
wasn't
where
paying
she is
attention.
today. I'm sure that having more connections has definitely worked in her favor.
Good morning, Brian.
Reading on
Good
the job?
afternoon.
Detective novel.
One main character?
No. Multiple. Branching storylines.
Ooh.
How's the plot coming along?
One of the main characters is about to make a choice that will affect the rest
The
of his
quest
life.
location is
I'd
involved.
wager he's going to make the wrong choice.
Huh.
Any way to speed things up? There's something I need your help with.
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes down to what the character chooses.
Which is exactly why I'm here to help.
I'm sorry, guys. Also, I don't know how loud it is, but I added a by girl with a U. It exists.
Oh,
It exists,
I
guys.
suppose he made the wrong choice in the
I have
end.
no idea how loud
Halt.
it is. So that's
Huh? What's going on?
girl.
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Then I'm sure you
I'm
wouldn't mind letting
dying.
me have a look.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything, but I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customers.
It works.
It's bad for business, you know.
It's a little loud, but I don't know.
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily either.
Arrgh.
Chevras, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
C3
I
righted.
will say this one last
Ooh.
time. Hand over whatever you're holding at once.
Yes, Shivers.
And
She's
before you
she's
do
so
anything
cool.
unwise, let me remind
Look
you
at her
that
hair.
I'll have you on the ground before you
Buddy's
can even think about
in
making
play
a run
mode.
for it.
All right. I'll give it to you.
Gonna go eat.
Please
All right.
let me say
I'll
something
see you
first.
soon. I
If
think.
there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here is the one who slipped it in. I don't have anything to do with this.
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you wanted it.
Save it for the interrogation room. Take them away, Letelier.
Take them away. Yo, I had a long ass day today, so I'm actually okay with just doing story stuff. But I was expecting to be doing puzzles
What's going
today,
on
and I was
here?
really
One
excited about
second
the
you're reading a
puzzles.
book and the next you're escorting people away.
But oh well, I'm so behind in
And
Genshin
tour?
that I don't mind doing this.
Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently? Chiori, I'm assuming what you wanted to ask me about has to do with
Oh,
them,
honestly, if this is just the
right? Maybe I can let you
temporary
in on what's happening then. Now that Vache has
quest
been brought
thing,
to justice,
I don't
no
even
new
know how much I
shipments of
care
synth
about
will be
listening
made
to
and
this.
distributed to sellers. The Fontaine guards have been busy collecting the remaining
it's gonna be
synths
going
still
away
circulating
anyway.
on the market. Thanks to a tip from our reliable source here, this should be the very last batch.
Dude, I don't work tomorrow now
We're
because I work
sending you the
today.
book in order to
So
catch
hype.
the bad guys.
Yo, and
Paimon almost
Frog,
forgot
my
to
watch
introduce
was so
herself.
nice to have at work.
And this is the Traveler
Because I was listening to, well, you know, I was listening to the
I'm
audiobook.
Shavraz. You probably
And I
already
could, like,
heard me
pause
introduce
it
myself,
and,
so
like,
I won't bother repeating it.
Turn up the volume and stuff on my watch and skip or rewind and not have to like pull out my phone. Super nice. And he has no work tomorrow. Our truck day got shifted to today, so I just worked today. I'm not streaming tomorrow because there's a Pokemon Go thing, and my mom and I, that's just like a thing we do together. So I'll be doing that tomorrow, but I'm not working. But yeah, it's like, it's so convenient. I'm so happy with it. I walked 11,000 steps today. Oh shit. Oh, actually almost 12,000. Almost 12,000. My heart rate went up. I think when I was lifting shit. Oh, is somebody asking for Buddy? Oh, no. Ah! Sorry, he's like digging his claws into my neck. But yeah, it's super convenient. I'm so happy that I have it now. Honestly, though, I've seen other smartwatches. This is probably like the nicest looking one I've found. It's a little big on my wrist, but it's nice. Why don't you just arrest them immediately?
Yeah. Why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance? Were you worried that my intel wasn't accurate?
Dude, I'm sick of winter already.
I wanted
It's
to see if
barely
the shopkeeper
started.
would turn himself in first.
Ugh.
All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If he did that, then I wouldn't have had to press charges on him.
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Shavras. But instead, the moment I came up and blocked Shavras' line of sight, he took the opportunity to sell it off.
Yep, he made the wrong choice. Even though the right choice was right there in front of him.
Alright, do we need to listen to this?
But you knew they wouldn't.
Yeah, I knew. Enough about that, though. What did
Oh, you see,
This is the event going on right now, and it's like, it's not that important.
Two musketeers.
I just had to play
You
this
certainly have a good eye
in order to
for a
do the
story.
other stuff.
So what do you need me?
Yes, that's right. However, I'm afraid.
No
So I'm
need
just
to
gonna
say
skip through
anymore.
it. Fuck it.
Really?
Sure, it's no big. Besides,
Then we've.
Nobody cares anyway.
Oh my!
I'm like skimming it. Stormy. skip.
Still,
I listen to all the story that matters.
Costumes and makeup.
I don't think this matters.
Traveler, Paimon, please.
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing.
It's
He's
just
so
filler.
excited that he can't even walk straight anymore.
See you tomorrow.
See-
Mijou says skip. All right, there we go. Can we do the Archon quest now? See, before we were stuck because we had to do. No, wait. We can do it. Before it was making me do the other story quests. We can actually do it now. Ooh, because it was making us do some other thing. I think we're good now. We can do it. Should I rename it actually then? Let's see. Story. Well, it is story time. Fontaine Archon quest. There we go. We'll continue Fontaine. Sounds good. Except when you miss it, I don't remember what it was the other day, but I remember you're skipping something very important. Hey, I remember what. Buddy's wacko right now. I remember that. I don't remember what it was either, but I remember I was paying attention the entire time, and then I talked over something important in the story, and I was like, "Wow, you're like, good job, Mijou." Is there a teleport somewhere around here? Yay, progress! Oh yeah. I like running around as Nahida. I don't know if I'm going the right way. I want to say I'm not. How about I just go up here? Something like that. There's a world quest next to me. Is that important? Probably. This world quest? What's up? Well, the day is wonderful. You are quite the beautiful young lady. Why, thank you. What happened to my screen? Okay, I'll fix it. It's fixed! No, it's not important. What? It's a world quest. I'm Mijou. My companion is called Paimon. That's such elegant names. You are too kind. I can't stand much more of your kindness. Blah, blah, Adventurers Guild. Notice your gates focus on many things. Not bad. The world quest you picked? Yeah, that's what I'm talking to. What? What are you talking about? A commission! Yeah, huh. Wow, this is long. No fear, I am here. Okay. There's no need. Buddy, you're go crazy. Follow me. Oh gosh. I didn't want to arrive to... Oh no. It looks so heavy, so hot and stuffy. Where the fuck are we? Actually, you can place mist flowers wrapped in cloth that said lower temperature. No time to delay! Let's go! What am I signing up for? Search for and collect clues. I'm gonna not do that and pretend I did. I'm gonna not do that. I forgot Musket and Roses had a story and never finished it. Me too. Whoops. I've never finished it either. You have to do like all this shit. No, I haven't done it either. I suppose I should, but not right now. I cannot be bothered. Because we're doing the Archon quest. Wee-hee. Hi, buddy. Come down from above. Oops.
Hello?
Got my surfaces here.
Is there anyone here?
Anybody out there?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no!
Don't
we're just
flatter
here to
yourself.
deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made
Do we need to
several...
pay?
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business...
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say
So
for
foul
sure,
play coming?
but
How do
who
you
knows?
know?
Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Oh yeah, this machine was in the...
Why use your hands when a
Event.
machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
Wasting is a
Big
crime,
machine like
guys.
that get its power from?
Don't waste things.
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you. But basically, everything we usually use here
A
in the city
child
is powered by
coming.
indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Well, I'm not
Sometimes it
completely
waits
sure
forever
of all
after
the
they say
details
something.
myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's
Buddy
what
is
its other
sitting
function
right
is?
outside the camera. He's being camera shy.
I heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments.
See if you turn on the cat cam.
Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable
There he
power
is.
source for these machines?
The cat cam's all messed up. Oh. Venti and Nahida both said.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
This is a musket event. There's a little part where is this sounds like a pause.
Here you are,
They save some text for a future event.
Since you're already talking,
What?
I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
What?
You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Good time to leave. You're right.
Hey, hold on. Before
Child!
you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
You kind of spoiled it, but
If Cabriere wants to poach clients,
it was still a
from Northland
surprise to
Bank,
me.
That's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank.
You can get it
We
first.
said we'll pay everything
What do you
we
mean?
owe next month.
What did I
Why
not
are you
get?
hounding me now?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
What are the
Nice to see
chances?
you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
We sure seem to have run into a lot of friends late today.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
What are the chances, he says? They already weathered enough storms for now.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh
Don't
boy.
interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora,
Oh, jeez, I'm so
why
sorry.
don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Hey, that's way over the line. All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now.
can you at least let me finish one sentence?
Concerns child is going to show up
Fine. Though the
in
bank told me not to get rough
Atlan?
with our clients.
Where?
You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Sure.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Oh, the Pyro Nation's called Atlan? Or Natlan. Okay, okay. Oh. I didn't realize I had to do something. Oh, damn. You know, I have Child and I've never played with him at all. He actually seems like kind of a badass. Okay.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Bloody great nose.
Now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it?
Oh, shit.
Huh?
Now's my chance!
Just knock him out? Hell yeah.
That was weird.
Oh, what happened? Oh, what just happened? Are you feeling alright?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? first time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Yo, is the Pyro region gonna be like in like some volcanoes and stuff?
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp,
Like
I shouldn't
in,
be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
Like in Zelda. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
What are you doing in Fontaine, child?
I used to take off on
Northland Bank?
truck days and not stream, but then our streams were going to be on
I guess it's
Saturdays.
because I've been in a bad
Now they're
mood
actually
lately.
on Fridays. So I almost feel like I should stream on Thursdays again.
Since when do you feel down about
I don't know
anything?
what's going on.
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems
'Cause
to
I don't
be
like
some
being
sort of restless
tighter in
power
stream.
stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every
We'll
now
see
and
when
then
that
I
day
feel
comes,
like I'm in a terrible
sure.
mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power.
Is
you're
it coffee
feeling
time?
inside.
That is a possibility.
Actually, honestly. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have some coffee. Here, I'll let the story continue.
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it.
Yeah, I need like a
and
bit of a pick-me-up
traces
for
of
sure.
It remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest
Oh my
depths
god,
of
so
the sea,
sorry.
and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Wait, Zor, you already got a new PC?
Oh, that's so
Dude,
familiar.
literally,
When we
your
fought
other
the
one just
cube
broke.
before, you summoned a huge
You need a
whale
PC
that seemed
though.
to leap at us. Is that the one?
You got a nice one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt
Yeah,
of the
I
whale
wouldn't want
has
to be
always
without a
been stuck
PC
in
for
my
too
mind.
long. Obviously, with what
I'll
I
never
do,
forget
but
it.
still.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted. to
Was it a
Paimon.
bit of an upgrade from your old PC? It's very possible that the power inside you is connected to your incident in the abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your master?
A fly might go in my mouth. Yo, it's the middle of winter.
You
If
make
there's
it
a
sound
fly
so
in my
easy.
apartment,
Ever since
Be
the
fucking
incident I
pissed.
experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss.
I'd be
But it's been years
pissed.
now, and I've still found nothing.
A
There isn't
big
even a
upgrade.
trace of the
Oh,
place where I remember
yay!
falling into the abyss.
I'm happy for you, Jor. Cause yeah, it sucks your computer's broke, but
Sounds
like
some kind of
upgrade.
ghost story.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this
Like it
point,
sucks when my
but there's
phone
nothing more I
breaks,
can
but
do.
then I get an upgrade.
It seems that strange encounters in
So
this world tend to be elusive like that.
yeah, I had to pay for it, but still.
Seems the time really flies
It's
when
nice
I'm
having
talking
new
with
stuff.
you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should
Oh.
get going.
Oh, bye,
More
child.
work for the Northland Bank?
We just met you.
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelist?
I got
It's
some
their
like
job to duel?
nail oil for my nails.
Yep, in Fontaine,
My
before
nails
a
have
criminal
been
goes to court, they're
just
given one chance to defend their honor by
gross.
requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel.
That
Though
kind of
it's
suck.
rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty,
He
From
leaves
what
as
I
he
can tell,
arrives.
no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly
Alright, let me
value
get
their
my
honor.
coffee.
Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Clorinde. Huh.
Buddy wants some coffee? I can't even imagine Buddy drinking coffee. If it would even affect him, I don't know. What do you mean about the Hydro Archon? I'm terrible at remembering names.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Oh. What?
Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides,
What?
I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
That's cute.
Whatever gave you that idea?
Stop picking
I'll
your
be in
yams.
touch later.
Ooh.
That's
Yo,
sweet,
bro,
you
that
guys.
looks great.
He said he's been feeling down lately, but he's
I want a new
saving it over to
case.
Paimon. Well,
My case is,
since we don't have much to do for now,
well,
we might as
a
well
lot
walk
worse
around
than
and see
yours.
the city before Lenny's performance.
My case is kind of sad. It's small. And, like, everything fits, but, like, barely. I could use an upgrade. It's like an Asus pre-built
The
case.
reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along.
Yours looks nice. I'm really excited to actually, eventually, or not even eventually, but at some point, upgrade my case to something that's a little bit more cool. And maybe put it on my desk. God, I don't know if there's space. Yeah, I don't know if I could put it on my desk. It has to go on the floor. But I wonder if I could get a little shelf to put it on. Like anything other than the floor. I don't know. It's gonna get cat hairs all over it no matter where I put it, to be honest. But but it'd be nice to have like a cool streamer case, you know? I don't know. You're making me want something. I have a sticker of the old YouTube gaming logo on it though, which is kind of fun. I didn't put a buddy sticker on it. Don't blurt it out, Paimon.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing.
Never thought I'd see the day when Paimon would enjoy reading. Do you have any idea how long we were loitering here?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially when the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
I started reading this year. I really want to like read more than I did before. Which before I read zero books a year. So reading more than before would be reading one. But I'm gonna try to read some books this year. I'm not focused. I don't know what's going on with it. Hold up. Are we focused now? Yeah. Ish. I need to re-download everything. Oh, yeah. Well, oh, you're talking about if it works, it works. You're talking about my case. Yeah. I just really want a pretty one. I'll have to look up some different cases. You already spoiled. Well, it does work for now, but it's if I want to upgrade my graphics card, it's too small to upgrade to really much of anything. So I'm getting to the limit of like how much I can upgrade my computer with the current case. So I want to upgrade it eventually, but it's not really like, yeah, it's not necessary right now. Ready to spill who the murderer is.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the opera house to see Linny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going. Linny said that the opera house is on Aranias, so let's go ride the aquabus.
The aquabus? Oh gosh. Where is it? Oh, it's way over the fuck over here. Oh gosh. I could take the aquabus there, but I don't really want to. I'm gonna just teleport over here. Ooh, we're going somewhere new. Over here. I don't know why Yamiko's like dead. I guess I could have Barbara heal everybody. I'm sure it was fall damage or something. So Jor, are you gonna start like, was there anything you wanted to play before but you couldn't because your computer wasn't good enough that you're gonna play now? I know that was a very like specific question. That was very, I mean, I think it's a fair question. Like before I wanted to play Hogwarts Legacy and I couldn't until I upgraded my computer.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera Epiclese. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it.
I love the fountains.
Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Including me.
Archon,
No.
please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why
Also,
you
don't
always
forget to
feel
like the
need to ask
stream.
so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Wow, what if they ended up being an idiot? An absolute
Maybe this
idiot of a
is one
child.
of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
What?
What's wrong?
The fuck was that?
Vache. Vache.
What? Did you just say something, Paimon?
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Whose voice was that just now? Dude, I was like getting all weird stuff. The graphics were getting all weird. Not really. I bought it for more space because my old one broke. Right. Well, I don't know if your graphics card is also better and stuff, so like you could play something you couldn't before, or turn up the graphics and something. I don't know. And now hearing voices.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Aw.
What? You scared Paimon! When did you get here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
Why did it scare you? I seem to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Seemed as if the voice is coming from the fountain.
Hey!
What?
You're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
Eerie things.
I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because
Interesting.
of her sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry?
I think it's so much smoother. Ah, yeah.
What? What does that have to do with anything?
That's so nice.
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When
do I cry? I guess about my brother?
Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Oh.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
I'm not sure whether I buy it though.
So, what did the voice say?
See me called out someone's name?
Huh.
You don't cry?
You were hearing their emotions.
I cry.
Then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first.
What? Why are we worried about him?
Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Hello, Dan. How are you doing? On the crowd, I'm chopping onions. Dang onions! I'm sorry, that was a good one. Yeah, sure. What about if you chop onions? do you cry? Oh, jeez. Yeah, my dip that I made for New Year's is you're supposed to have onions, and I'm like, I don't feel like crying for New Year's, you know. So I left the onions out because I was like, screw it. I don't want to cry. I only cry when a cat or dog dies. Oh, that is really sad.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew
Our
you
pets
two would
aren't
come.
allowed to die.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world.
Hey, Lygazer! Hi! Hello.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived.
How's your
But
new
you're
year
actually right
treating
on
you?
time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
We are about to see Lene and Lynette perform. I hope. You want Lene's hat?
The Opera House
that
has
is a nice
assigned seats, so
hat.
You always have to make reservations.
That is a nice
I
hat.
have already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Linny.
Trying to work on a project.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Can I ask what it is?
Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there.
It's a nice hat.
Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there.
Look at that design.
That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Let's go get busy.
Let's go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
I had to drink another coffee because I'm dying here. It's helped a lot already. Well, I drank most of it, but it definitely has helped a lot. They can easily sneak liquor under his hat. Ah, shit. You got some ideas. Some good idea. Oh, good ideas. Oh, damn. Oh, we're sitting right there in the front. Look at us. Well, the seats are really spaced out. Damn. You go to the theater, and those seats are not usually this spaced out.
Show me your seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Of course, I don't think that many people live in the city. An audiobook. Read Treasure Island. I just gotta get a voice mod so I can slightly alter voices. Oh, so you're reading... You're kind of making an audiobook for a book that you read. Are you allowed to do that on YouTube? I feel like that, because they sell audiobooks. I feel like that wouldn't be allowed, right? Just got awkward. What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kind of awkward if we don't say anything.
Isn't that usually your job?
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
Oh, it's
I would be
him!
perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Ah!
Oh, so you heard all of that? did ya?
I mean, it's fucking silent in here. It's silent in here.
Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude.
Aquaman.
Like that. So let's talk.
It's Aquaman.
What should we talk about?
Download Etsy because of a keychain that you wanted. Oh, Dan, Etsy's wonderful. I love that you're supporting small businesses and like entrepreneurs and all of that. Like, I never really talk about Etsy, but I like support the fuck out of it. Okay, I don't buy that much stuff on Etsy, but like if you're looking for like a unique gift or like a necklace, I don't know why you'd want a necklace, but like, you know, unique stuff that's like homemade. And like, yeah, you're supporting like entrepreneurs. Etsy's amazing. I love it. So that's awesome. What keychain did you want? Finished the entire Cimmerillion arc and this Fontaine arc in 5 hours, but like I grew bored of it because it's so long. Hello DX. I heard it's pretty dang long, but 5 hours isn't that bad though. I guess it's sorta. So you can't do that for new books, but public domain books like Pinocchio, Wizard of Oz. Oh, so books that are so old they become public domain, you're saying? Treasure Island. You're right, that's pretty fucking old. They're fair game. Okay, thank you. I was curious because I was like, I'm assuming that's not legal, but old stuff. Like, did you know that like I think Mickey Mouse is public domain now? I put Mickey Mouse on like t-shirts and stuff. I probably wouldn't be able to write Disney World on it, but I could put Mickey Mouse on there. I think that's a thing. I think. He has Hydro Pump as his charge tag. So he's Blastoise? Why does he cross his legs every time? My legs are crossed currently. So just saying, I like the idea of crossed legs. But I assume as a man it is difficult, but he is crossing them in a way that seems possible. The Gutenberg website has thousands and thousands and hundreds and thousands of works and everyone is public domain. All right, I'll definitely have to check out that book when you record it and probably go to sleep listening to it. Mickey Mouse being public domain is so crazy, right? They can't be happy about that. Can they like purchase the domain again? Like, can they purchase Mickey Mouse as a domain even though it's public domain, or is it like over? They can't purchase it. That's crazy. Call it Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon. He's so hot though. I don't care if he's gay or not. I was looking through Etsy and I already have way too many favorites now. Oh my gosh. I see, that's why I stay off Etsy. It's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. You can buy throws. I'm looking at blankets. Oh, the blankets that have little baby names on them. Oh, baby sweaters and lights. Yeah, I could get lost in Etsy. I really like jewelry, so I feel like I look at the jewelry, but we're not doing that right now. Oh, that looks cute. Okay, I need to stop. You got me going to Etsy. What are you doing? Hello, Jacob. Hello. It is going well. We're kind of chilling. I worked dang early today. I wanted to play something else. Didn't work out. So we're playing this. You know, I'm all right with it because we're continuing the Fontaine Archon quest, which is hella long. But I'll be really excited when we finish and we're like caught up with the Archon quest. We still have tons of story quests. I mean, there's so much more to do, but we'll be caught up, sort of. Maybe. This is getting even more awkward.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
There we go.
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just just arrived in Fontaine.
Oh, fantastic. I love it. I love
It
the
is an honor
awkwardness.
to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself.
I'm sorry. Look at his hair.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you
Nervillet.
here to see my show.
Monsieur Nouviet.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an
Very
honor
French.
for me to see your performance in person.
Still need to finish a door.
Nervillet?
Are you further than me? What is he?
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is. Allow me to
You know
introduce
very
you to
little about
Fontaine's
Genshin.
Chief Justice.
I love this
that
game.
seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
It's probably the longest I've played a game.
Sorry for
Time
being so rude
wise.
just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important
No idea how many hours I put into
No
it.
offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the
Like I
way,
got back from
should
wishing and
probably
winning
let you
my
know,
50-50 6
even
times in
though
a
I would
row.
prefer not to.
Damn.
There's someone sitting
Yeah,
up there
GX,
in
can
the
you wish for
VIP
me?
seats that has been striking a pose for
That's
quite
the kind
a
of
while
reaction
now.
though you get when you
I
tell
believe
people
she is
that.
trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you
Mad
should take
father.
notice of her
Dan,
sooner
no, I
rather
have
than
not.
later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
I just don't give myself enough time to play games casually. It's like it's inspired by Zelda, Breath of the Wild,
Archon.
but
She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face.
more sexy
No
ladies.
idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good.
It's very
That is for the
waifu,
best. No need to pay her any more
man,
attention.
foo.
You may now enjoy the show.
I don't know. It's kind of has that vibe, but it's also like kind of like Zelda.
Justice in the Hydro Archon?
It's kind of like
All right,
a MMO,
please
but
wait
it's not
just
an
a moment
MMO.
longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has
It's
made
very
their
much a
way
single
to
player
their
game, but it
seats.
kind of plays like an MMO.
The show's finally about to start. Paimon can hardly wait. Paimon's never seen
And
a real
honestly,
live magic
I've
show before.
told myself I don't give myself time to play games casually either, and yet I play this game casually. So I think you can still do it.
Ooh, they're dimming the lights. The show must be starting.
Oh, there's a bunch of people now.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Noisily
Welcome,
pronounced
one and
it
all, to the
Nervillet
Opera
instead of
Epiclese.
Nervillet.
I am the star of today's
I don't
show,
know if I noticed.
Linny.
Linny! Woo!
Over here is my sister Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Fontaine, our quests are 20 hours long.
Hello, everyone.
I don't worry about the length too much. If it's good, it's good.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental power
Husbando,
performing
that's it.
magic is not true magic at all.
Mandy.
So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Wifey-oriented Breath of the Wild. Yes. Fan service best of Breath of the Wild. That's
Both
what this
Lynette
is.
and myself have removed our visions for the show.
With
That
gacha
way,
system.
Even the gods won't be able to help us.
Expensive gacha
Good
system.
point. That's what makes the show real magic.
But you can also make it do it free.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin.
Vedros,
Lynette
you
will
popped
now
in as
exit
well.
the stage to make some
I
preparations.
forgot about the Husbando
I know you
thing.
might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way.
Work is my
I'm sure
downtime.
she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and
You don't
before
do
I
much of your
forget,
job.
There's one more thing
What do you
I should
do?
say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Oh, do we just blink?
A magician's greatest skill.
All right, guys, here's the
is making
show.
things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
It's inspired by Breath of the Wild, even though it's nothing like Breath of the Wild. It is inspired by it. So, I mean, Can't say it's not inspired by it. Ah! But you're right, it's not a lot like it. Exploration is kind of similar.
But this
But not
isn't
really.
what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary.
I know when I first started playing it, they were like, Breath of the Wild, Breath of the Wild.
Tricky.
Whoa.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
I love the cutscenes so much. My favorite part of the game, for sure, is the cutscenes. Ah!
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Our clothes left behind?
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
She wearing clothes? I'm just realized they like do their own thing a lot. Oh, so you kind of just hang out with them. Cute!
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Hyman didn't see him do anything! Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
No wonder he's a famous
If
magician.
you could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Hyman couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here.
More?
The magic of transformation.
No spoilers,
and
guys.
can go far
Even
beyond what
small
you've just
little
seen.
ones.
I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Dude, something's gonna fucking go wrong, you can tell. You can tell.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box.
A minute?
Now please, everyone pay
You can
very
just go
close attention
down
to the box
below.
you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
You could just fall down and go to the other box.
Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Let's watch and see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector.
Are we gonna...
It selects numbers entirely at random.
Random,
Even
I say.
I don't know who will be chosen to participate.
Sure you
Now
don't.
then, let's begin. Let me see. see. Oh,
Oh.
row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please,
Entire
come
minute.
forward. My assistant will take you beside the
Oh
magic box.
man.
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh, okay.
Okay, awkward. Okay.
Alright. Before I enter the
Sure.
magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like
Countdown.
This. 60, 59, 58.
Did we say read the
Just
comic because
keep
it spoils why she got
counting
chosen?
down. You can go a little faster or
I don't
slower
get
if
it.
you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
Sherlyn is prepared. The whole crowd counting together. You couldn't even if you wanted to.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60.
So he knows that the girl
59,
that got chosen is the
58.
criminal.
60, 59,
What criminal? I don't know what you're talking about.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52?
51.
Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a
I love
consequence
him.
of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
I'm counting in my head.
You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
512. 37. 36.
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I think it's probably part of the show. Maybe he's just supremely confident in his abilities. What?
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
To come from the stage? Maybe it's just divert our attention.
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25, 24, 23.
22.
Mr. Linney, I
21.
can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19, 18, 17.
16.
Ah,
15.
Things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10.
Almost
that's
there
good.
now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait. Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7.
Hey, slow down! Honestly.
5. 4. 3.
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0.
I thought something wrong was gonna happen. He did it in 2 seconds. Oh shit. Why she doesn't come out? Okay, I didn't really expect that thing to fall. Damn. Wasn't that cheer? Oh, damn. Pam's beta voice is so much better. I like her current voice.
Part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Let's start our quest. We had to catch a criminal. Oh yeah, she was running around, right?
This isn't part of the show.
That was her?
The girl was still in that box.
That was the girl that was like
This
we were
performance
chasing?
is over. Medical staff with me. Guards,
I remember
secure
now.
the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
What if we gotta pee?
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Damn. There's some time the guards complete the investigation. But yeah, DX, be careful of saying
Unfortunately,
like
the person who is in the magic box
something
has been
bad's gonna
pronounced
happen.
dead. His
So
name was
spoiler.
Powell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
Investigation time.
Charlotte mentioned before.
This is so cool to pull it off like this.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
What?
Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Lenny do this?
Doesn't have like have
on the stage the
lavender
entire time.
eyes?
We can even hear his voice.
I don't know.
Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
He's suspect at most. It's hard to believe all of this happened during a show.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
Seriously.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Dramatic Archon for sure.
dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I trust Lenny.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
It's true, we did.
But with Lenny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting
It wasn't a duel
showdown
with
and
Regan.
decide the true victor than here.
No, it wasn't much of a duel at all.
Of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand.
Hey, trust Lenny because he had a nice hat.
Charges have now been pressed,
Fact.
and as such, a trial is in order. Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
I am.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Farina's kind of crazy. Alright, we already knew that.
Lenny!
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course.
We're lawyers now. It's pretty cool.
After witnessing an accident like that.
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
It's hard to say.
I understand. Even I'm not sure what happened, so I can only imagine how difficult it is for you to grasp the situation. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But, if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear...
There's no blood from Cal.
I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
It's very strange.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Where did you get those glasses? Wait, the fucking mustache. Wait, hold up. I need a picture of this. Oh gosh. Okay, wait. Photo, not Photoshop, paint. I'm saving that. That is glorious. That is beautiful. That's going on Discord right there. Hold up. Where did you get those glasses? I'll leave the question in the thing. Oh gosh. All right. Saving as glasses. And then I'm gonna post in Discord for anybody that has no idea what we're doing. So good.
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
You'll be counting on me.
So much.
I'm used to that sort of thing, yeah.
Just leave it to us.
Yep. Totes.
Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Ah, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Why do they spell guards like that?
Let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case.
Your face is against an impact. Your mom is against an impact. Oh.
Hello, officer.
How's it going, Slenderman?
Going?
We're Lenny and Lynette's attorneys.
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool.
My watch reminds me to move. I don't know how to turn that off.
What do you mean?
Oh my god, you're right. Oh snap. I love Ghost of Batman.
Lenny's assistants.
I gotta pee.
Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
Why is Cowl inside? Wasn't the girl supposed to be in there?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so
Who are the
perfectly
pyrotechnics
makes it hard
on
to see this
stage?
as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is
It's
that
their
the whole
fault.
incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand.
How's it going, Ghost?
I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
People can also be the most reliable evidence.
I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
You can use the case record to confirm your current evidence and clue collection situation and sort case-related information. You can check as yet undiscovered evidence and clues in the case record, then investigate the corresponding area to look at them. Use a perception skill to find evidence and clues that can be investigated within a certain radius around yourself. This will advance your overall progress. See, as the fireworks launch at the tail end of the magic performance, set the rope. Oh, the fireworks set the rope dangling a light, causing the tank to fall and kill Cowl, who was within it. It's evident the Linnea is likely to use the props to commit a crime. Could be accidental. The reason for the victim being Cowell and the reason for the chosen lady's disappearance remains mysteries. Deceased is one of Linnea's assistants named Cowell. He was well trusted by his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting in the show and keeping the crowd engaged. All right, guys, exciting! I think I can do get my dailies done. And I gotta pee. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go sit right here. Good a spot as any to sit, and I'll be right back. Hello, chat stream. Oh yeah. Oh god, I can't cross my legs because my legs are sore. All right, looking for clues. Yeah. I guess we'll go back over here. Ordinary box. Lene somehow moved instantly from the stage to behind, being inside of it. Or some. Wait. I got autoplay. Turn that off. Thank you for looking back. Hello, Lightgazer. Lightgazer, do you always stream like super late or something, or super early? Bye, Joe. Have a good one at work.
Team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
Oh? What?
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Linny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seats for us too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Thanks, sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
I'm honestly trying to figure out when to stream. For whatever reason, I have the most audience really late and almost none in the morning. I can totally see that. I know a friend who streams all night and he has a big audience then because not a lot of people are streaming then and a lot of people are awake and they want someone to watch. So that makes perfect sense to me. And yet I'm also still trying to figure out what to stream. Like, I like Minecraft, but I know people use my voice to fall asleep. Oh, so reading books is a thing too. Interesting, interesting. Random number selector. This device was used during Linny's magic performance to choose a lucky number of the audience. However, the guards have found it was generate the exact same number no matter what. Clearly someone has tampered with it. Interesting. The broken magic box was left on the scene after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it pretty hard. Oh, Lightgazer, thank you so much for the 33 months. Hey, 3 more months, it's 3 years. Shit, you're right. That adds up. That adds up. That's so awesome. Thank you, Lightgazer. Yay. Hello, King NFC. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Do you collect NFCs or something? I don't know. But how are you doing? Examine the white line. Oh, this. This is where the magic box was struck. If Kala wasn't inside the box at that moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank. Oh yeah, he was just outside the box. I don't know how he ended up inside of it when he was just outside of it. I don't know. Bizarre.
So
I'm Will. Do you play Genshin? This is a very interesting turn of events that happened.
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
So either Lene didn't realize this was a safety concern, or
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
somebody else burned it. Just looking at where the rope snapped.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material.
Ha.
Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
seems to be flammable, like a type of flash cotton. Interesting. How's your Genshin day going? Good! I've finally tried to catch up with the Archon quest. I still have a lot of like story quests to do, but like I'm hoping I'll be caught up with Fontaine at some point. I was in Sumeru. Is there any chance we could play together? You're new to the game. Oh, you're new to the game? I mean, on stream, I generally just play solo because I'm doing like quests and stuff. But sometimes I invite people to help me like do whatever. But generally, I'm playing on my own. Sorry.
Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait!
But good luck if you're new to Genshin. There's a lot of people in my community that enjoy it. We have a Discord where people kind of talk about it and shit. If you ever need help on something specific, we could probably help you out. And thank you! I appreciate it. We got a special rope. This rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when fireworks were being launched on stage. Investigation has shown that the location where the rope snapped was made of flammable material. Oh yeah, what region are you in? I was thinking Europe can't play with me. How come I have 0 out of 3 clues? I've been doing stuff. Nah.
Hello there! What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the magic troupe members are currently considered prime suspects.
Oh, you're in Europe. Ah, so I can't even
evidence.
play with you if I wanted
The
to.
seats were all booked in advance.
Unfortunately.
So we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
But I do know folks that are in Europe. Like Jor. Other servers bringing your thing up. Yeah, it's understandable. You're in Africa. That's crazy. What's the craziest animal you've seen? I don't know. It's probably not even crazy to you. But I'm like, Africa has some crazy animals. Could you tell us who she is? We're Lynette's attorneys.
Sure. It's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Hull.
Well, Jor's on your
She's a painter
server.
from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The magic troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects.
Did she not steal something in the
She wasn't
beginning of the
related to the magic
quest?
troupe at all.
Maybe
Which
not.
matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Interesting. Hello,
No need to be
Ray!
so formal.
You missed the
If you happen to
crazy
see the missing
magic
girl,
show.
Please be sure to contact us.
I mean, it was a little crazy.
It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
A very, very weird caterpillar you saw when working your father's farm. Would you know the name of it? If I looked... Wait, hold up. Caterpillars from Africa. Oh my gosh. Got some weird ass caterpillars over there. Okay. This one specific African caterpillar has like red lines in it. Is it that? It's like bulky with like red lines and like black spikes. Or a southern African caterpillar is black with white spikes. There's a lot of weird caterpillars in Africa apparently. Is it hairy? No. It's not that one. Was that one hairy? Because there's other photos of hairy ones. Oh gosh. It's kind of green and spiky with white lines. Green and spiky Hold on, I think I got it. Is it this? Oh wait, it's Ray that asked if it was hairy. It's kind of green and spiky with light lines. Okay, hold up. Does it have red lines? One I'm looking at has red lines. Those fluffy ones are crazy. Alright. Information about the missing lady's identity. Halsey is the missing person. She's a famous painter and came to watch the magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She isn't known to have been entangled in quarrels with any of the members of Linnea's magic troupe. Let me check. There's that one that looks crazy, and then there's this one, which is the one I was kind of questioning you about earlier. Everybody should click on this caterpillar, the second one. It looks wild. It looks wild. Bugs are crazy. I guess unless you're afraid of bugs. If you're afraid of bugs, don't do that. So wait, are there more things to check out over here? Dun dun dun. Dun dun. It says to like, it's way out here. I don't know. Look at your map. It says they're all in here. Wait. Unknown? I don't think it's these. Is it? Looks like a sushi roll. I know, right? So I need to go try to rank up. That's totally fair. Well, enjoy, and I hope to see you again. We play Genshin, we play Nintendo games for the most part, and sprinkling Genshin here and there. I don't know where the hell. Do I have to go up there? Have a good one. I bet it's up there. I'm looking at the map, but it's not very helpful. The magic show is crazy. Have you seen it? I assume you've seen it. Press area reached. Aha! Okay. This guy.
I see that you're
Let me
investigating
close this caterpillar. It's
the area.
creepy.
Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
Now I'm looking at necklaces.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
The thud?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
It was weird.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linnea's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linnea's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
The tickets were too expensive, so you didn't see it. Love that. When Venti's name is Paimon Wang on her face. You're not in Discord, but I posted a picture of it in Discord. It's she's still wearing them. It's a very beautiful pair of glasses. I don't know what you're talking about. It's beautiful. Hello, Shawario. Hello. Paimon has a lovely pair of glasses that I hope she wears for the rest of her time in Fontaine. For sure. Detective Paimon got drip. Wouldn't the water tank have started to swing a bit in that case?
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
Yeah.
That does remind
Reconsider.
Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
During the switching performance, there was an audible thump that many audience members heard. You're already in Fontaine quest? Yeah! Right? I caught up quick. I was behind for like ever and ever, and then suddenly I was caught up. It's glorious. I'm okay with it, you know. 'Cause I was sick of being behind.
It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do.
Am I still behind? Is this considered behind?
To monitor us later, but that's alright.
I don't know. I'd like to consider myself not behind. Can we go out the door? We can.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also
I've been enjoying
those who wish
this.
to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but
nope.
Who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Dang, it's like we're catching up, man. We just met Navia.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
Look at his hat.
Demoiselle's various daily
Taylor
needs and
Swift.
affairs
I don't
under
see
my
it.
purview.
I don't see the Taylor Swift.
Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
Merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
My unparalleled intuition. Okay, I could see the Taylor Swift in the eyes. The eyes and the bangs. But her hair does not look like Taylor Swift. And her clothes. But
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
I wonder if it's Serena.
But that's not uncommon for her.
Oh.
If you remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Ha! Maybe.
What's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like
Alright,
that.
I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute. Did that answer count?
There's so many cat hairs on my pop
I say
filter.
it does. But don't worry. You won't hear any pointless questions from me.
How's it going, Shario?
Do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
No. I don't.
Well?
Not always.
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside. Something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment.
See, Silver and Maloose? I told you they'd be different.
Yo, Jor, did you just subscribe, dude?
I too think that the traveler's response
Jor!
was most excellent.
You just
How wonderful the
subscribe?
script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must
You've been here how long?
Then if that can be done, boss, then
You accidentally unsubscribed, okay?
Quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with
You
flying
just
colors.
subscribed.
Now, I need to make some preparations.
I didn't think it would make that alert if you
Investigation
unsubscribe.
shall commence. You two shall
That's
be my
funny.
assistants.
Trying to turn on notifications. Ah! It's like-
Well,
Little
I
bell.
Can be the assistant, sure, or your companion if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
Ooh, companion.
That's more like it.
I think you're missing the point, Paimon. It seems you already agree then.
far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
She has pretty good intuition, I have
You
to
wish
say.
to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister?
She isn't even facing him.
What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
Oh shit, look at those shades. They don't even go over his ears.
Oh, alrighty then.
I guess neither do Paimon's.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lenny's tricks. Thanks!
Fair enough. There's supposedly a clue over here. Oh. Wait, who are you?
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it. Let
There's only
alone
one
if they had tried
door.
to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This will be useful info.
Is there another door? Entrances and exits to the Opera House. No one left the Opera House during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identity cleared by the guards could leave.
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we?
Alright.
Understood. Then I will be going with you.
Also
Just
got
so you're
20
aware,
likes,
I will be
21.
monitoring
Thank
their
you
actions
guys.
and
I'll give you
making
got
notes as
100
necessary.
roses.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
How many of you guys
a world
know
of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box,
what
prepared
happened here?
specifically for this switcheroo
Who did
trick.
it?
But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
Wait, does that mean there's another box inside this one?
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Wait, why don't you put the same pattern on the board to really trick people?
So there was a passageway under the magic box.
I knew it, bitch! I knew it, but I don't know how he did in 2 seconds. This passage linked to the 2 boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
Yeah.
You did it.
That's funny. I was wondering how they do it without
Once
the
box was
audience member
lowered,
moving.
The trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of the trick?
Right. You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
Wait, she walked out
at the
then?
My favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
Because they're twins.
So that's how it all worked. Wow. Every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last.
I feel like he could have done it himself though. Like she didn't have to walk out. Isn't there a height difference? Yeah. Well, people probably wouldn't be able to tell. A lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending.
Wait, you're clearing abyss with 2 characters? Damn. I don't know how you do that.
Would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
The magic trick. Linnea gave a detailed account on how the trick was supposed to work. By using a bucket inside a box, the idea was the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath. And Linnea himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of the on-stage interactions. Oh, I get it. Lynette was on the original side, popping out and stuff. I see. The magic box on stage had an additional layer to its rear, in which Lynette, in Linnea's clothes, remained hidden. She would appear at the end of the magic trick and lead people to believe that Linnea had been able to instantly move to the box on the other side. The magic box at the center of the audience stands has 2 layers, and beneath it is an entrance to the underground tunnel. This was how the lucky audience member was meant to have been transported without the audience noticing. She clearly got out, though. This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Maybe it's for a trick?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Paimon's glasses are throwing me so hard. Broken flower vase. There are many pieces of broken flower vase on the one side of the tunnel. All the water within has been spilled. Judging from the distance, it seems unlikely it was knocked over by a trolley.
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Well, I didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it.
Rope has fallen to the ground. A metal hook has been tied to one end of the rope. Its use is unclear. The hell?
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
When they didn't mention the guests having a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
Hold up. Is this new? What? Hold up. Why did Paimon's glasses? They're all swirly. Okay. I took a picture earlier and they were not swirly, and now they're swirly. Am I? The what? All right. Hold up. I'm posting a picture of this. Why the swirliness? Ah! I don't know, to be honest. I'm saving a picture because it's confusing and I'm not sure what to think about it. Hello, Adrian. Hello. Have you been lurking? Hold up. Let's move this up. Very sus. Save as swirly. Interesting.
Ugh, this is so confusing.
That's a better picture.
I don't want to be a detective anymore.
This is an even better picture. What's the swirliness? Oh gosh. The clothes belonging to Halsey, a lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for the remains unknown. Of course, if you're just kind of hanging out, be sure to not spoil anything of the mystery. High precision is required to complete the magic show, and tracks are perfect for making the trolley stay on a designated course. All kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed inside. What?
What is this place?
Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
Of course they could go one by one through the thing instead of pulling him through at the same time. I guess maybe if they if they pulled them through, I guess that makes sense. She had to do it on her free will. It was Mijou in the pantry with a rolling pin. We were playing Clue, right? Like, is there frantically. I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well. I had to wake up mad early, so now we're doing some mystery Genshin, I guess.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes, and Lene and Lynette were in the 2 magic boxes.
You're right. Let Paimon write that down.
The tunnel vent looks like it could allow one person passage barely, but leaving alone with the missing lady seems an unrealistic prospect. Leading along with him. Unless you're one by one. Mudkip! Hello! Tries crystal transfer the magic box to the other side. The culprit must have used this to execute their plan. Alright, let's get out of here.
Yes. Let's head back up.
I don't know if we can go up that way. Guess not. Oops. I investigated it. Return to the surface level. Have you done this, Adrian? Do you know? Does anyone know?
Well,
Don't tell me,
we've ascertained
but
the state of the crime scene.
do you know the who did it?
Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
You know who the
Apologies
culprit
for the
is?
wait,
Okay.
Demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
Well, she went somewhere.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
Oh my gosh.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The Oratrice will too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neuvillette called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
What?
Why?
Dang, we've been in here for a
They've
while.
chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties.
Finally, AR-53.
Outside help to disrupt the case.
What am I, 57?
Not so. It could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Breakdance? All right, no.
Whoa, there's no need for that. Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's not the time to be
In that
picky.
case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Pulling off stickers on my planner because I was supposed to work tomorrow, but I actually worked today instead.
Just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
I doubt that, Paimon. You only work hard if there's snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If
That's
we cannot
right.
buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, mademoiselle. Everyone,
seem to-
please come with me.
Be able to pull this off easily. All right, well, that's stuck there, I guess.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Playing since October 2020. I used to do my dailies every day religiously. So,
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
religiously. Like,
Good work, you two. Then I'll
crazy.
get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Must be spinning a Rizzle thing. Macarons!
It smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
I was applauding and I was giving encouraging smiles. Not quite what I meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just
Isn't
really
it?
enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try, fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
I don't know if I've ever had a macaron. I've heard they're not very good. Like they're weird.
Eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head.
Oh yeah, you had to be a certain
Clearly about
AR.
the case on a sugar rush,
You
would
probably still have to be a certain AR to continue Archon quests. But we're so high, it doesn't matter. Right?
Strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts
So that probably still is the case. Why are you taking a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
They're really good. Really, I've heard
All right, then.
mixed opinions.
Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber.
Mm-hmm.
However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
A Hilichurl just pops up fucking nowhere. It was me. It was me. Anyway, apart from the twins.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction.
Discarding her clothes, that's right.
Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that the third person even exists.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
I just bought this the other day. It's so good.
Cowl before making her escape?
I saw it at the GameStop, and I was like, I have to get that Hilichurl. It just makes me think of that song, like silly Hilichurl. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Caldwell before making her escape? She had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the magic troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet.
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
That's amazing.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest.
Please
Amazing.
don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
It's fine. If you ate them, you ate them. Oh, it's fine. Everyone knows how much you love eating.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you?
Someone else taking them?
2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, there's really no need to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
Hello, Sir Zero. Oh my God. Is that Sir Zero?
And I have the egg sugar.
Hell, it's literally been forever and a day.
Well, this really
Forever
is your
and a...
hobby, huh?
You're alive? I don't believe you. Oh, damn.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have
Snack
another
time.
look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet.
How's it going, Sir
But
Zero?
we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the two of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Alright, thanks for your help and for the snacks.
Snacks.
It was nothing. A small
It's
task
okay,
for
Sir
the
Zero.
spinach
Never a
and
hard
Silva.
feeling.
Silver, Maloose, it's
Stuff
time to
happens,
go.
you know.
I'll be back if I find anything new.
I've been like busy as heck. I've been trying to like catch up with people more as well, but it's hard. Probability of third person being involved. Neither Cowell nor Halsey has a motive, but after having talked to Navia, the likelihood of a third person being involved seems very low too. Doing so much better than this time last year. Me too.
Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case.
Dude, I thought you said you're a black girl.
Just need to prepare. Here, take Pylon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Oh, it's so bad. I thought you said you're a black girl. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, it was just a weird thing to say, dude. Anyway, wait till the trial the following day. Oh, but we can't leave. Can we teleport out of here? Probably. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. That's completely my fault. But welcome back. Welcome back. I'm glad you're doing better than last year, as am I. I'm feeling more motivated, more ready for the year than ever. I know it's like freaking New Year's resolution crap, but no. I'm buying books. I bought a smart... I got nothing on my arm. I bought a smartwatch. It's charging. I figured I'd charge it while I'm streaming. It's probably done charging, but yeah. Yeah. I'm ready. I'm pumped. I'm gonna work on all the things this year. Yeah. I'm excited. I got plans. We're doing it. We're doing it. Yes, Misha, that's a great smartwatch. Yes. Just go along with it, okay? I'm too poor to buy a smartwatch. Just go along with it. I'll just draw a little circle. Wait, hold on. Just draw. I don't want to draw it, but draw a little circle and put some watch hands on it. I'll call it a day. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. If I use like eyeliner, I don't like using pens on my skin, but I would use eyeliner and just draw like a watch face and write like 4 o'clock on it. Jor's like, wow, you have an arm. You have an arm. Oh shit. All right, is it time yet? 8 to 10? I'm assuming AM? Didn't we already go the next day at 8 AM? No, it's 6:50. 8. Oh boy. I'll say I may have dropped below the radar, but I feel I can get back up, so enough said, as I'm here to catch up with you. Hey, well, welcome. Hello, hello. How's your up? How is your up? I'm losing it. Absolutely losing it. Genshin's good. I took a break from it and now I'm even more invested than I was before, which is always exciting.
What do we do?
And we're kind of catching up with the Archon quest. Way behind in everything else, but if I'm caught up with the Archon quest, then I can do other stuff and feel less guilty about it. And feel less behind. My rise from the ashes, you could call it. So far, so good. The ashes. Did you die? Let's take things step by step.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
We're doing a
Best of luck.
trial. Her glasses aren't all swirly anymore. Which is good, I guess. I do have to end fairly soon. But we'll start the trial, I think.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence.
Wow, I never didn't like an Archon.
I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
My missile emergency food. Wait, do you know Genshin? Freaking so goofy. I don't like her. Maybe she changes, but just you wait.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that
It sucks that you have to give
you
away his
ran
gift.
to and remained
His
hidden within
trick.
the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
What?
There's no way you could have been in the box the whole time.
You're going to
if you
cry?
were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
You're so far behind.
That
Okay.
is simply your
See, I'm playing too
hypothesis
much.
based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How come Linney didn't know about the sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Oh, fuck.
Scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the Aratrici's stance on the trial. They're thinking he's lying now. You didn't hear the fucking thud.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
Genshin Ace Attorney. Objection!
I have armed myself
It is.
to do far more than smash
I never
your
played that game,
alibi.
but...
Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth?
They're Fatui? I love this. Like,
No wonder they did something like this.
The serial disappearances were the Fatsui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute.
I love the like art style of this.
Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
Logic of BBS is a series I don't regret playing.
The
Interesting.
Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Linda or Fatui.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
There's no doubt about a magical ability to con others. Given how Linne has concealed his identity, this could have all been set up beforehand. Plus, Child is here in the Fontaine along with the other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. So he wasn't... I've been a victim of such schemes before, and now... So he definitely wasn't in the box. That like whole thing of like how the trick worked was false.
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor. My client has withheld some key information. My defense cannot proceed. Or what? My client has withheld some key information.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
Have you found Ether?
So you would stick
What do you
to
mean?
Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
She's crazy. Alright, well, course adjourned. You meet with Linnea and Lynette backstage in the Opera House.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, is Ether the brother?
We trusted you,
I forgot his name.
assumption that you weren't bad.
I have found him. He's disappeared again.
Set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
So we haven't found him for very long. Yeah, sorry, I forgot who it was.
Reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything
it's a very long
spending more
story.
effort than we need to.
How can we know this isn't just another lie?
So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but...
Explain the other issue first. Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now!
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
What did you find?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
No.
It should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize
The Paimon took
me
her
and tried to
glasses
speak
off.
to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Damn. Okay.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Well, why do you want to understand how the actresses operate?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in the facts. I'll defend you from these charges. I believe the judgment will be dispensed as it should.
Okay.
Defend you.
Thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, I already have the key evidence we need.
Huh?
The German's almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
When it claims that he headed over the chamber containing the actress's core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place and thus did not hear the thud. Lene claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber and houses the actress's core within the Opera House's underground structures. Oh shit, guys!
This may hurt a little.
The nail-biting trial convenes.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Ugh, that took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's
yeah. Me too, sure. I hate when I accidentally hit the burst button because I'll hit like W to go straight, but my finger will be on the Q. So I hit the, that happens to me. Based on opposition's accounts of events, you can identify loopholes in their statements. Use evidence or clues obtained during the investigation to refute any erroneous assertions, of facts, and replace them with new inferences. Use your refutations to convince the audience and obtain more support from the people. The oratories will display such shifts clearly. When you find and refute all incorrect content, you can complete the cycle of refutations and reveal the truth. Oh shit!
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
Yes. That's...
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
Oh, no.
He did not realize that the sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
Damn. Objection! Misleading game title. You did not say you were playing Ace Attorney! I'm sorry. Should I rename this? Hold up. Ace Attorney. Is that how you spell it? Attorney. Alright, fixed. I fixed it.
And there you have it. That's the truth.
The title's fixed anyways.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
Yes.
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linny experienced and what he saw.
Mijou's talking! He did enter the tunnel, but Malay claims he headed to the chamber containing the actress's core upon entering the tunnel, did not witness this crime taking place, and thus did not hear the thud.
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
However, was Linny really in the tunnel at the time? No. Claims that he heard a mysterious voice. Maybe?
Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
And then Kyle walked on Lenny. Seeking evidence indicates that when Lenny returned to the tunnel, the crime had taken place. All Lenny saw was the clothes belonged to Halsey.
Linny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Ah, I love hearing her!
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say!
The artwork's so cool. Well, Paimon!
When the countdown started, Linny did did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Yeah, let's go. Paimon.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in premeditated fashion. However, you said that Cowell bumped into Lene by chance.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Lenny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around. Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you refuted Lene's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Your claim has now become my weapon. What? Your claim has now become a critical clue. Oh shit! What is the evidence that Lene wasn't in the tunnel when the crime took place? Oh. Well, we already... These are all irrelevant. Irrelevant. What is the evidence that Lene wasn't in the tunnel? Strange sound.
That's right! Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof!
She got glasses again now.
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
The murder was... Select your icons in the interface to check the corresponding case questions. Oh, you know what if it was the girl? The girl murdered him. Select answers to fill all the empty gears to verify the correctness of your decision. Deduction. If you have made mistakes, you must make another selection from the remaining options. I want to say it. Don't say it! Don't do it! Once you have answered all the questions correctly, you can complete this logic chain. Ah! It's her again! Oh god. The guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of the show ignited and burned through the rope suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowell in the box below. If Lene is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the props. Lene gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work. by using a box inside of a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Lynette himself would also use the tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of the on-stage interactions. The clothes belonged to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reasons for this remain unknown. Fuck, man.
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
Dude, yeah. I feel like she did it. As Swain would say, finding the culprit is not our job. Our job is to prove our client's innocence. Once done, the rest is your job. Well, it's our job now.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
But why would he kill himself?
Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility?
Who's the only person who could possibly have committed the crime? It had to be her.
And an ordinary audience.
Incorrect? No way! It's a third person then? No? It has. The guy killed himself? I'm so bad at this, dude. What?
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious? The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
I literally thought it was her, and I thought it was a third person. I'm so bad.
Interesting. Let's hear your reasoning then.
He killed himself?
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
I love hearing her voice so much. Oh god, how can I envisage Linny as having been unable to interfere with the crime? Oh, cause he like...
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
I guess this one? How can I prove there was an altercation in the tunnel? The sound.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
I don't understand the clothing thing.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to No one entered or left the opera house through... The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the... Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
The clothing or the sound? Who is the prime suspect currently?
The deceased's name
I guess
is
the
Cowell.
deceased. Where did the missing Halsey go? Dude, I don't fucking know.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped
He heard-
into Linny as well.
He heard a noise though.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash, but no one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take... It would have been tough for both
tunnel?
people to fit in...
I'm gonna say the tunnel vent. Incorrect. God damn it! How can we envisage Linny as having been unable to interfere with the crime? Oh.
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
I guess he wasn't there. Okay. How can I prove there was an altercation?
No one entered or left the opera house through its...
God damn it.
The sound we heard may have come from
The
a
slap.
clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Try the sound then? Where did she go? I don't fucking know.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some feet. No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances.
Let's do that one, I guess. Got that one wrong. I don't know how. The clothing.
Clothing was in the tunnel. So there must
That doesn't
have
say
been
where she
something that
went.
she would have
Whatever. Incorrect. That was the only option. Colonel must have understood the message behind Brinley's magic trick. Shit. Leaving aside how he died, Cowell had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. Leaving aside how he died? Turn off auto, because that's auto doing the stuff. The strange noise could likely have been the sound of Cowell and Halsey struggling. Linnea was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. This would have given time for Cowell to bring Halsey out of the magic box in the audience stands. But according to Guard's testimony, no one entered or left the opera house, so even if he had taken her, there'd be no means of exiting. Exiting from the box would have been a full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteed that they would be discovered.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very
Do you guys have the
likely.
box?
And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Escaping from the water tank. Makip, the lemon extraordinaire. Hello. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. Don't always think logically, think crazy. Wait, could it have been the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents. But do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a second.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
How can we envisage Lenny having... Okay.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to
Objection!
tamper with the equipment.
Oh god, where did the Halsey go?
The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Oh shit. So it's supposed to be wrong before.
It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind.
Oh shit.
If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Oh, just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
Request that we examine Cowell's personal effects. We might find something there.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about 2 completely different things.
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of the rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowl.
I'm surprised we didn't look at that shit earlier.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowl's baggage, each labeled separately.
Yes, at Opera House.
The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowl belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date.
Sound carries in here. Yeah.
The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowl was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order!
What's going
It is
on?
undeniable that
Very
further
important trial.
examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found.
Bean
Guards,
paste.
please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowl's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
The liquid guards found in Cowl's luggage seem to have the ability to dissolve Fontainians into water. Who's the prime suspect currently?
The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's...
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut her off. Her voice is beautiful. What item to call for use to control the timing of the dissolution? What's that mean?
The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box. Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
Timing.
The rope that strung the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and cut. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank.
Control the timing.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this? I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
What item did the culprit use to control the timing?
Now it seems like
The hook rope, maybe?
was not meant for another magic trick.
Mijou's voice reveal. Use the water to dissolve. Hide the mechanism behind the crime.
The rope that
The
strung
rope?
the water tank up was lit by the...
Oh, yeah, rope's wrong.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
I don't remember. Let's go with that.
What?
Paimon fucking jump scare.
Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Heck yeah.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
She does,
Thank
but I
you,
don't mind
Your
it.
Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
That can't be.
Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring
Anya?
this
Who's Anya?
performance to a swift close.
Oh god.
Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent.
Oh.
Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
Couldn't they, like, find fingerprints or something? This made me want to get back to Ace Attorney so badly. This is so good. Alright,
Am I
but no.
right, Mr. Linny?
No.
We used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the road?
No, 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 we got this. We got this.
Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
How's it going, Ray?
I think we've all seen enough now. And we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale.
No!
Then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout, and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes.
What?
Please, do the honors, Mr. Linney, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion.
You let her cook?
Everyone believes the illusion. Can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lenny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
I don't understand.
And voila.
She gonna come back? What the fuck?
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry.
Buddy, I touching
The one who
noses.
killed Cowell. I admit it.
What?
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there.
That's why she stole
I've
things!
never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Linny was the one who caught me in the act.
Yeah.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me.
And it would always
She even
chose
mentioned
her.
The Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me.
Oh, she's not from
Take
Fontaine.
that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
If they're a practice hand at the concealment, probably.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
So is he trying to kill her?
Everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now it's time to refute the hidden Archon's previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Aye, this is so fun. All right, let's go. So, Lene enters the tunnel after the beginning of the countdown. Afterward, he uses the ventilation shaft to leave the tunnel. Yep, that's true. Halsey dissolved. Cole planned. As Halsey appeared completely unharmed before, how would Halsey have reacted with water? Okay, so... However, the guards have found that it would generate the exact same number no matter what. Clearly, someone has tampered with it.
Seems this won't...
That's not it. Okay. There's a thump. Flower vase. Oh. Hold on. Maybe that's not. Skip that one. Wait, did it say Cole had to use the captures for magic trick to dissolve Halsey inside the magic book? Okay, as Halsey has appeared completely unharmed before our eyes. Maybe I should have read the damn thing. Farina's conjecture no longer holds water, and how would Halsey have reacted if water from primordial sea suddenly began to trickle in? Lenny wanted all the credit and glory and wanted to get rid of all his partners. No. It's not like he was knocked out over by the trolley.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lillian and Cowell.
Only knocked Cowell out. No. Close one to Halsey, leave am I missing? There's an audible thump. I don't know about that. Clothes?
Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time. Just what one might expect of an experienced thief.
I didn't sleep the night these quests came out because they were so fun. Oh my god, I know, right? On stage accident. Particularly detonated magic prop activated, causing the water tank to crash down. See, I don't know what happened there. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Audible thump? I don't really have anything good here. Oh, I don't know. I don't have anything to refute. Oh, okay, here we go. The random number selector. No. I don't know what I'm supposed to be.
The strange
Okay.
sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
Okay, there we go.
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time!
Ace Detective Paimon time! Yes.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket.
But I feel like What's-His-Face was trying to kill whoever Lillian was pretending to be. Halsey or whatever. He was trying to kill her. He's looking for a nap? We are ace detectives right now. How are you?
That the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect. He tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Bro, this would have been over 3 minutes if we just called Yanfei. Would have been over in 3 minutes if we called Yanfei. Why is that? Why is that? This is almost over, dude.
She knew that she would have to go.
Oh, she's the best lawyer to vet. That's right.
Leave afterward. So she has been trapped in the opera house these
True.
last 2 days.
We had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So she swiped 2 of them right under our noses.
I knew somebody stole them.
Sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo, someone still died.
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
Yeah, I think she'd still be a good lawyer. Better than frickin' Paimon.
Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow, look at that. She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there
Aww.
are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence.
Oh, yeah. So she couldn't.
The actual perpetrator of the serial
Yeah, but
disappearances.
I'm not even a licensed
selected his
attorney.
next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise.
Why would it specifically
Realizing
dissolve
that there was trouble,
people from
Cowell
Fontaine?
entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house.
He was behind all the disappearances of the girls?
As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that
Meow.
Linny, the accused, is in fact...
Your screen's too big?
While there
Yay!
is much in Linny and Lillian's
He is
conduct that
happy.
should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision. As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Woo! Court-appointed attorney, it's unlicensed. Fair.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Even though I know he's hungry. He had breakfast at like 12:15. So he's okay. Let's not celebrate just yet.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
What? She made a mad face. She didn't. Wasn't the Archon like? She made like a mad face. He turned into water. Seen the boss?
Now he can no longer talk.
The boss was watching.
I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Or he did it to himself. He could have did it to himself. Oh, Ben James! I think that's out of the scene apart from the liquid left behind when Vaughn dissolved. Oh, that's wild.
So, we're just going back now?
Problem seems to have been solved for now.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Linny...
Where's her glasses?
You may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just didn't wish Sion to be falsely accused. I just want to be sure that we're square. First one. So doing the chasm? Yeah, we're doing crazy stuff.
But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight.
Ace Attorney stuff.
I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
A knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story?
Oh gosh.
It's about my past. Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days.
That's a lot of dialogue.
I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
Fair.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her
Yo,
whereabouts.
Haruka!
The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh no. So he
I hope
was
you're
gonna...
doing well.
But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
So what happened after
I
that?
managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
What?
Father, I mean, the knave,
Honey.
might have seen something in me, and so
He's
she
cool.
made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you.
I gotta feed Buggy soon, but
betrayal shall never be permitted here.
this doesn't seem to be ending.
I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
Neve is after the Gnosis, isn't she?
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis.
What's the prophecy again? Do I know?
Today's case has also proven that people from
Oh,
Fontaine
the
can
flood.
indeed dissolve into some sort of water.
The flood.
Thus further supporting the prophecy. Everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été, including the knave, has their roots in Fontaine. And we will always defend our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have
what
left
was
to this
Spotfest
world,
again?
apart from our
I think family.
is our homeland.
So,
When is Spotfest?
from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
I'm sorry, but I still can't completely trust you. Team family, yes. When is Spotfest? I don't even know.
I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
12th? Oh, so next weekend? Got it. Alright, let me write that down. Next Saturday, we're gonna be playing Splatoon! Splatfest. Yeah, I always spend the holidays with my family. I understand if you don't, but
Bye, Linny!
dang, this was long. Are we done now? Hey guys, we're done. Leave the opera house. Fuck, I don't have time. I don't have time to leave the opera house. There'll be another cutscene, I'm sure of it. So we're gonna end here. Actually, I gotta claim. This won't count, right? If I teleport over here. Team family for you as well. Yay! Buddy wants dinner. It's getting a little late for me, which is okay because I started stream late, so I didn't mind going a little late, but I do need to can't just teleport out. Alright, because I didn't want to walk out because then I would start the shenanigans. But I do want to claim my commission. Do I continue to pull for Navia? Ah, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't think my pity is very high. Actually, let's check. Let's check. Da 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 da. I think we're at like 50, 60, 63. 63. 63. Oh shit, that's close. As I continue to pull. That's really close. 64. We're really close to 75. 65. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop. Where's Ari at? I'm gonna stop pulling for her. I don't really care that much for her. She's cool. Don't get me wrong, but I really want the next girl, and we'll have soft pity for her, and then possibly be able to continue to pull if we lose our 50-50, which we probably will get Chi-Chi. So I don't want to prepare for getting Chi-Chi. Go for Raiden. No, I want sexy lady. I don't even know her name. Xing Jingyong or something. I want sexy lady. So we're gonna be pulling for her. I don't know. I'm not really into the big girl with gun. Lady with gun. Need to wait a month though. She's not next? No. Wait. What's the next banner? She's not next? Raiden's next? Raiden and Yoimiya. Fuck, I'm gonna skip over Raiden. Honestly, I'm gonna skip over Raiden and wait for Xingyang in gaming. Am I going to though? What is my Raiden at? C0. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna skip over Raiden. I think it's worth it because I really want the next girl. I don't want to not get her. So we'll be skipping Raiden. Oh fuck. Then if we're skipping Raiden, then just pulling a gun on this girl. Rosaria again. Alright, nothing. Nothing, guys. Imagine gold right now. If we lose a 50-50, it'd be okay. But honestly, if we're skipping Raiden, then we have enough time to give more primos anyway. So that's why I wasn't too worried about it. But yeah, we didn't get anything. Yeah. I thought she was next, man. I thought she was next. Hello? Oh. Alright guys, I hope you have a lovely... That my mom came to the door. I thought it was next. I'm so sad. Well, at least now... Okay, now I have more time to save up. Because 75 might not be enough. I might need another 75. So now I have time to save up for her. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose 50-50. I'm just saying, probably. So I have time to save up for a guarantee. So that's cool. Thank you, Majros, and goodbye, Brony, and Lightgeezer, and Joshua, and Jordan, Majros, and I probably already said Majros. Everybody else that might be lurking, Haruka. You love Rose. I haven't used the Rosaria. Buddy wants food. I will see you guys on Sunday. My plan was to play Viewfinder, but we're not doing that. I'm erasing that from my planner. Yeah, I gotta figure out what game we're playing next. Mondays we usually play Genshin, so I don't know. Dave the Diver? Did you guys enjoy that? I don't think it did very well on my channel. Let's see. Yeah, it did pretty poorly on my channel. I try not to like play things twice if they do like poorly. I was gonna play it off stream, but I haven't had the chance to. You know, I know you like it, Madros. I just mean in general. I know it doesn't matter, but it kind of matters. You know, growing gross. All right, guys, let's say goodbye with Buddy. Let's grab Buddy. Never mind. He does not want to say goodbye. He doesn't like goodbyes. He's like, I'm out. Okay, never mind. He wants food. He does. All right, he's gonna get some food. Hope you guys have a lovely night, and I'll see you in 2 days. I keep skipping streams. I gotta stream like midweek sometime. All right, bye.